Welcome, Fumblers. We're sweet and sour.
Good morning, Fumblers. How are you today? Hope all is going well. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share. I make videos 2 to 3 times a week. I have been on a 30-day challenge, but I have finished that up, so I'm going to start making my videos 3 times a week. It seemed like I didn't have too much of an issue with doing that. So, right now we're going to do 3 times a week. What, 3 days? Have fun watching. So, this morning I wanted to talk about time management. I've had some conversations with some team members in the past that were kind of struggling and late. And they're not just late in work, but everyday life. One of the conversations with one of them was, really, have you ever seen characteristics or what I do to be on time? I'm a very on-time person. In 25 years or more in the workforce, I've probably been late. You can still count that on 2 hands. And most of those situations were big things that caused me to be late. So I wanted to share some of my tips and best practices with you on time management, how to be on time, and some characteristics or things that I do to be on time for things. Sometimes it makes me very early. Like this morning, I'm over 30 minutes early to work. That's common for me, sometimes 15 minutes. And I've noticed in the last 12 plus years that the people that are always on time are also early. So the saying of on time is late and early is on time applies to most people that are on time all the time. That typically you can almost guarantee that if there's late, there's something wrong. So I kind of respond that way to those people. It seems like there's always something in those situations. So I want to give you 4 tips that I use in making me on time for things. The first thing I do, number 1, is budget your time. So what I mean by budget your time is if you know that it takes you 2 hours to get ready in the morning, that you plan for 2.5 hours. So that gives you an extra 30 minutes to bar a situation. So you budget, you make a list of all the things you've got to do every morning before you head off to work or wherever you're going. So these same principles will apply to just about anything you're doing. So budget your time. Make a list of all the things that you've got to get done before you leave your house in the morning. If it takes you 30 minutes to get dressed, if it takes you 30 minutes to wake up, make a list of how long it takes you to do each item. If you're unsure, time it one day. Time it. See how long it takes, write down all the tasks that you do in a typical day, and then budget your time from the time that you need to go from point A to point B and leave the house. Then in addition to that, also calculate in things like commute time, how long it takes you to get dressed, how long for your makeup, how long to pack the kids up, does it take a long time to get the kids out? Now, the thing with budgeting your time is you're always going to have unexpected things. So budget in unexpected things as well. Number 2, do not get distracted. Do not let the ADD or the OCD or any of that stuff interfere with your plan to get out of the house. That means dropping off dry cleaning, running errands or bills, doing extra house cleaning, any of the items that distract you from the list. So if it's not on the list, do not let that distract you. Okay? You can do those things in the free time when you get to wherever you're going. And if you can't, then they weren't that important. 4, prepare in advance. or I guess that would be three. Prepare in advance. So if you need to make lunches, take showers, breakfast, anything that you, backpacks, purses, anything that you can prepare in advance, do so. That will speed up the amount of time and the amount of free time you have from point A to point B to handle anything that may be unexpected. Now, I know unexpected things happen, like flat tires and things along that line. However, plan for those unexpected things. Traffic can take a little longer. When you're budgeting your time, figure in the max amount of commute time that it takes you. If you're stuck in traffic, how much extra time are you going to need for that? Number 4, prioritize. Prioritize. What I mean by that is know that where you're going is the number one most important thing, especially if it's work. Now, your children are important, so that can skew it. But know what things you can cut out if you're running late to still get to where you need to go in a timely fashion and be there on time or early. However you would like to interpret the saying. Prioritizing is, I think, probably the number one key. If I wake up late, I cut something out, and I know what items I can cut out to make sure that I am where I need to be when I need to be there. I always know what I can cut out because I've planned it. And I've executed the plan for so long that it doesn't even faze me to know to cut something out. I know that wearing my makeup is a priority that I can cut out. Is one of those things that I can cut out. I kind of look at it as my punishment for oversleeping. So if I oversleep or I get off track, I cut that out. That's one item I can cut out. I can go to work without my makeup. I can go wherever I need to go without my makeup, without my hair done. Those are things that are less of a priority than getting to where I'm going on time. So prioritizing those things will help you eliminate some of the items that if you are running late, if you had an explosive diaper that you had to stop and fix, or you had a child that was a little obstinate in the morning, or you had to make an extra stop at the school, any of those things, then you're going to be able to know what things you need to cut out. You're going to already have a extra time budgeted into your morning routine to execute those extra items. Okay, so again, I'm going to run back through these real quick. So 1 was budget your time. 2, don't get distracted. 3, prepare in advance. And 4, prioritize the appointment in which you're trying to go. So hopefully some of these tips will help you manage your time. And these are some of the characteristics and the things that I do every day to ensure that I get to where I need to go in a timely fashion. Hopefully some of these tips will help you. If they don't, then that's okay too. I'll tell you a quick story. Many years ago, I lived in Joplin, Missouri, when the tornado hit. And I have this bestie that is significantly late all the time. Her biggest thing is distraction. So anyways, we know this about her. And we have been waiting all day for her. She was late, so we had been out helping some friends do some moving. Well, after we got done, we called her because we were supposed to have gone by her house. Well, I said, hey, are you on your way home? She's like, I'm on my way. I immediately asked, are you on the way in the car? On the way in the house? On the way, on your way to the car? What does on the way mean? Where are you physically standing? She's like, I'm on the way in the house. I'm like, okay, so we could still be looking at another hour. So my husband and I, at that time, my child was 3 months old, so we needed to go get diapers for him. We had decided, based upon her answer, to go home, then go to her house, and stop afterwards. Well, the fortunate thing about that decision was during that, because we made the decision to go home and go to the store afterwards, her tardiness and her lateness and her normal behavior saved my family's life. If we would have went to the store to pick up diapers that day, we would have been dead smack in the middle of the car with a new 3-month-old baby. If not in the Walmart, which was demolished. So, her lateness saved our lives. Is that going to happen to everybody? No. But she reminds me every time she's late that she saved our lives with her lateness. So, if you're that kind of person, if you're late, it's okay. But maybe some of these tips will help you make it to a few more things on time. I'm out. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.
Media. Share your love with a like. Participate with comments. Share with everyone. Make friends by subscribing. And do as you're told. Definitely do as you're told. I'm out.